Today I will show you how in just a few steps you can configure an SINAUT ST7cc and WinCC control center and start it up with its basic functions, such as process visualization and alarm processing. We have already prepared an S7-300 telecontrol station. It consists of an S7-300 CPU, a TIM-3V-IE module and I/O modules. The control center has station number 1, our station has station number 10 and the TIM module has station number 1001. Before I start configuring the ST7cc control center, I will perform a couple of preliminary activities to configure the SIMATIC software. First, I open the station configuration editor to load the S7 project onto the PC station. The easiest way to do this is what is called XDB import. We select the XDB file from the Step 7 directory and import it. Then we configure the access point so that our PC can use the integrated network card. Now we can create the SINAUT ST7cc project in ST7cc config. We select the name and the directory for saving the project via the Create New Project command. In the global settings, we see that the project has already been created and that the name of the Windows PC has been entered. We add the server information and activate the runtime project. Then we save the basic settings. In the server's project settings, we can normally keep the default settings. Only the time synchronization is adjusted by activating the PC as the time master. On the Communication tab, we enter the station number of the ST7cc, station number 1. Then we create the connection to the station's TIM-3V-IE module. The TIM has the station number 1001, and as the local ID, we take the connection name from NetPro. Finally, we select the previously created access point. This completes the basic settings and we save them. Now we start with the detailed configuration of our substation with station number 10. We now map the data point objects already configured in the station as partner objects in the control system. From the station, we receive a message object with object number 1, an analog object with object number 2, and from the control center, we receive a command object with object number 3. We now begin with the detailed configuration of ST7cc and first insert a new station with station number 10. We take the message object from the library and insert it together with the object number in our station. The station's partner object directly accesses the inputs of the simulation module. Of the 32 message bits now available, I select the first bit and assign a variable name, for example, input 4.0. To declare the variable as a message, I add a message block. We can assign any message text to the message block, for example, alarm 1 input 4.0. Then the alarm will be assigned to the WinCC message class and message type. We proceed likewise with the analog value object, already configured in the station with object number 2. I take the analog value from the library and insert it in our station. I select the first channel and can freely assign the variable name. Since we receive a raw value from the station, we must convert it to a physical value. To do so, we select a parameter block and specify the raw value and its physical limits. We receive a raw value from the SIMATIC in a range from 0 to 27,000. This should be converted to a physical value, for example from 0 to 100 centigrade. With an archive block, the analog value is automatically copied in the selected WinCC tag logging archive. As the last step, we create our command object, which we use to issue commands to the station. We copy the command object from the library, insert it with object number 3 and also assign the variable name here. This completes the ST7cc configuration and we can save the project. Before ST7cc now generates all necessary data for WinCC, we must first create and prepare a WinCC project. In WinCC, first we activate alarm logging and tag logging. Then we insert the ST7cc channel DLL, through which WinCC can access the ST7cc system. In WinCC alarm logging, I insert the message class necessary for the ST7cc and the message type. Then we switch to WinCC tag logging and create the measured value archive using the archive wizard. We select the archive name assigned in ST7cc. Now the WinCC project is ready for ST7cc and we begin generating the data in ST7cc config by starting the generation of a complete dataset. ST7cc has now generated all data necessary for WinCC. We find the system and process object variables in the WinCC channel DLL. We find the created archive variables in the WinCC tag logging, and we find our message text of the message variables in alarm logging. For convenient operation and observation of the process station, ST7cc provides standardized faceplates and picture typicals. To generate these, we must first transfer the faceplates to the WinCC project. We select the WinCC project and initiate the transfer. Then we start the generation run for creating the project's picture typicals. The faceplates were automatically generated for the station in WinCC Graphics Designer and can be integrated as desired in the pictures. Now we can link the variables automatically generated by ST7cc to the WinCC pictures and display them. This completes the configuration of the WinCC system and we start ST7cc runtime and then WinCC runtime. The station faceplate displays the current status of station 10. If I set the CPU to stop, this will be displayed on the faceplate in WinCC as a change in color. At the same time, an entry is made in the alarm log. You can see that all alarm and operation messages were automatically generated. Now we will generate an alarm on the digital input module and we see the alarm is displayed immediately on the control center by a change in color and an alarm message appears in the alarm log. A measured value or analog value from the CPU is automatically transmitted to the SCADA master. The analog value is displayed in a picture variable and stored in the measured value archive. The parameter and command block is now linked with a picture element, and clicking the element immediately sends a command to the station. We see this via the change in color on the digital output module. As you can see, in just a few minutes we have configured a WinCC control center and its basic functions and started it up using ST7cc. A majority of the elements required in WinCC were automatically generated by SINAUT ST7cc and created in WinCC. ST7cc automatically generated the WinCC picture variable, the messages and the archive variable. It also generated the station faceplates for operating and observing the telecontrol station. We will show you how to configure the associated process station with Step 7 and SINAUT ST7cc in another video.